So recently, a moderately attractive blonde white woman named Shiloh Hendrix called a black kid the modified Negro word because she caught him stealing things out of her child's bag. You know, typical sub-Saharan behavior. They steal things. Now there was a dirty Somalian immigrant child predator recording all this on his phone and was trying to pull the usual sub-Saharan tactic of trying to guilt and shame her into apologizing, and probably more. But not only did Shiloh Hendrix not apologize, she even mocked the dirty Somalian, gave him the middle finger, and repeated the modified Negro word several times for him. I have a feeling that the dirty Somali predator would have uploaded the video regardless of an apology or not. Of course, the dirty Somalian predator uploaded the video to social media for clout, and it went viral. And because of this, Shiloh Hendrix got doxxed, and a lot of her personal information was put online, even the gym where she works out at. Of course, her life was threatened as well as her family, so sadly, she had to reach out for help to some like-minded people, and it was suggested to her that she put up a Give, Send, Go fundraiser to raise money to help relocate her family for their own safety. Even the local NAACP was pressuring local authorities to press charges on her for free speech. To anyone listening to this, the NAACP or organizations like the NAACP have no legal power. They do not make any rules, they do not make any laws, and they have absolutely no legal authority over you. So what is a racist Asian's opinion about all of this? My opinion is, it's about damn time. I mean, what took you white people so long? We Asian Americans have been wondering for decades, if not longer, wondering when you white people were finally going to get fed up with these sub-Saharans and their wretched culture and behavior. As a Generation X Asian American, I remember growing up in the late 70s and 80s, and when sub-Saharans acted up, you called them the modified Negro word. That's how you let them know that their wretched actions were not acceptable in a civilized society. There was absolutely zero guilt or shame saying that word, and back then, black people knew it. Being an offended black person back then had no power. It also helped immensely that back then, for the most part, crimes had consequences, unlike today. But then came the 90s, and in a very short, and I mean very short period of time, the progressive agenda came out of the shadows, took over all forms of media, entertainment, as well as the education system. And almost overnight, all of a sudden, calling a black person the modified Negro word and being labeled a racist is actually worse than being a serial killer of babies. Now, of course, this emboldened black people, and they went from already being degenerate to being absolutely wretched. Of course, all of this is a part of a larger plan to destroy civilized society. Through the witchcraft known as political correctness, I've watched pretty much most of my white friends and acquaintances steadily holding back their tongues and keep more and more silent when black people acted like themselves in public. Now, in 2025, most of them just ignore and pretend the black people aren't even there, or just leave the area. But do you know what's really sad? What's really sad is that it's gotten to the point where you white people won't even say how you really feel about the bad behavior of black people amongst yourselves or other non-black friends in private. I remember a time where me and my white friends would speak freely about what we thought of black people whenever they acted like themselves in public. I really think the problem is that these days, you don't know if any of your friends or family will stab you in the back and out you as being racist on social media just for worthless, fake moral clout. Now, I'm going to tell you why I did not donate to the Shiloh Hendrix fundraiser as a racist Asian. Well, it's very simple. I didn't donate because she reached her goal, and very quickly. I was monitoring the fundraiser, and I was actually going to donate to Shiloh, but only if her fundraiser started to stall and not reach its goal. Only then would I have donated to help push it over the line, so to speak, so she could get the money. I absolutely applaud her for what she did, Not only did she not apologize and cower in fear, once again she mocked that dirty Somalian predator, gave him the middle finger, and said the modified Negro word multiple times just to get her point across. Again, the fundraiser did reach its goal very quickly, and she got all the money, as she confirmed in a short video she released. Now, this pissed off the sub-Saharans in so many ways. One reason is that I think people expected Shiloh Hendrix to be some toothless, uneducated, illiterate, white trailer trash. But quite the opposite. She actually speaks very well and is very articulate. But the main thing that absolutely upset the sub-Saharans is the fact that she reached her all in only a few days. And that's because I guarantee it was not only white people that donated. White people are not the only group tired of black people and their nonsense. All Asians everywhere are tired of them. Puerto Ricans are tired of them. Indians are tired of them. Arabs and Middle Easterners are tired of them. Heck, even Eskimos are tired of them. Black fatigue is worldwide. So many different races and ethnicities are tired of black people. And personally, I think Shiloh Hendrix could have asked for a lot more money, and she probably would have gotten it. Now, one thing I wanted to address is that in this video, Shiloh said some things that made me think she is some sort of white separatist, meaning she and her family only wants to be around and associate strictly with white people whenever possible. So as an Asian American, does this offend me? Does that hurt my feelings if Shiloh Hendrix doesn't like me or Asian people too? Well, the answer is, who cares? I absolutely do not care if Shiloh Hendrix or any other group of people don't like me or other Asians. I don't care if some white people want to separate themselves from other races. That is their absolute right. God gives people the free will to do and associate with whomever they want, as long as they leave me and my family alone. So it looks like the Shiloh Hendrix incident hopefully is the catalyst that will turn Western society around, because it looks like more and more incidents like this are starting to pop up and being exposed on social media. And you definitely do not want to miss a racist Asian's opinion on all these incidents. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.